Hello, Tarot viewers. Welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our oracle card for today belongs to the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Colette, Baron-Reid. The card for today is entitled Wailing Tree. If you look at the picture, there seems to be a face on the tree, on the trunk of the tree, and it is crying. In the country where I grew up, there are a lot of typhoons, and when a typhoon is present, the wind would usually blow and create sounds like as if it is wailing. Okay, it can be through the trees, or it can be also even just through the windowsill. The wind would wail, as if trying to get our attention. In a certain sense, all our life's history, especially those experiences that has really touched us profoundly, they every once in a while come to our consciousness, as if trying to tell us, remember, I was part of your life. It is the same thing also. All our life experiences, those significant ones, they have a special purpose in our life. And that's one of the reasons why oftentimes they would come back. Sometimes it can be a painful experience. It can be a trauma. It can be a moment where you were wounded. Every once in a while, at certain moments in our life, they would arise to our consciousness, as if asking us to recognize them as part of ourselves. You would notice that as you deepen in your spiritual journey, as you become mature in your life, as you start to undergo that transformation which all of us are invited to undergo, there will be moments when you will have to recognize past experiences that were not quite pleasing. Some of them might make you cringe when you remember them. Some of them might even make you cry. These past histories that have hurt us in one way or another, or has made us still be affected up to the present moment, they come back to us because somehow they also remind us, I am part of your life. You need to accept me. So in a certain sense, as we slowly mature in our spiritual journey, there is a need for us to listen to the wailing within us, to slowly recall or to listen when such memories come back to us, and to finally accept them and say, yes, you are part of my life. And yes, I have learned lessons because of you, because of my experience, because of this important moment of my life. Every painful experience has taught us some lesson. It has given us also hope, because when we look back, we realize we made it through the rain. Okay, I made it through the rain. Okay, you made it through, and you need to accept it as part of your life. So I guess part of the healing process is to accept, yes, this has happened in my life. It has taught me lesson, and it has enriched me as a person. For me, every scar that we have in our lifetime makes us a colorful person. Whether the scar is really a physical scar, an emotional scar, a memory scar, a spiritual scar, every scar enriches us Every scar brings color to our life. These are parts of our life, and we need to accept them. There might be moments that they will make us feel uncomfortable. In those moments, it's time for us to go to prayer. Those moments invite us to consider them. Sometimes, when they come, they make us feel uneasy. We need to recognize it, that until now, it still makes us feel uneasy. Accept the feeling. If you feel like crying, take time to cry. Accept that moment. Every time you remember a painful past, it's an invitation for you to finally reconcile with it and to accept it, finally embrace it as part of your life. And from that point of acceptance, from that point of recognition that it is part of your life history, then you can honestly tell yourself, it's still hurting me at this present time, but it's not as painful as it used to be in the past. I accept you as part of my life and I embrace you. And from you, I embrace also the lessons that I have learned. I wish I can change the situation or prevent this from happening, but it has already happened and I accept you as part of me. From this point onwards, I resolve to begin again and use the lessons I've learned to live a better life, to be a better person, and to be more compassionate to those who are also undergoing painful situations in their life, painful lessons, learning painful lessons. And if you have a chance to impart it also, the lessons that you've learned to others, it's a welcome moment when the universe brings somebody who is undergoing the same thing that you have underwent. It's a mission. It's as if the universe is asking you to be of service to others also. Now let us try to read a little bit more from the handbook that accompanies this card so that we can gain more insights regarding Wailing Tree. Grief and mourning, a time of necessary losses, reconciliations. When you encounter the Wailing Tree on your path, it's an invitation to stay a while and regroup, a place for you to rest and allow yourself to say goodbye to what no longer serves. You may have been overdoing things, working too hard, or putting too much effort into life with little reward. If you have been considering making a change, now is the time to do so. One important thing to consider before you make any changes is that you need to allow yourself to feel your disappointment, your loss, and mourn what was and what could not be. This is a way to honor your experience, to give yourself time to consider all the gifts in it, to put proper closure on it, to really know what you have learned as you walk away from it and into something new. Even in the perception of failure, there is much good to be discovered. However, skipping the stages of loss does not get you to reconciliation any faster. In fact, you will discover that you will have to come back at some point. So do it all now. Look at it all squarely and honestly and stay with your feelings. Life is not either or. It is both and. this and and that. Okay. This and that. Okay, let's repeat. Life is not either or, it is both and, it is also this and that. Okay. So as you dive in and process this, allow it to become a temporary travel companion on your journey. The feelings that this will bring to the surface will be challenging for sure. Yet, like all things, they will pass soon enough, and you will be more enriched by the experience. Okay, so life is not either or, it is both and, both slash and, okay, and this and that, okay, these three things, okay. So that's it for today. I hope that you were able to gain some insights from this card, and thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again next time. Until that moment, may God continue to bless your ways.